Episode 47, Camus rocking, when showing up is the meaning. You wake up, you do the things, you send the emails, you wash the dishes, you respond, you repeat. Some days it feels like purpose. Other days it feels like pushing a stone uphill, only to watch it roll again. But maybe that moment, that quiet loop isn't meaningless. Maybe it's the beginning of something deeper. In the Myth of Sisyphus, the philosopher Albert Camus describes a man who continually rolls a stone uphill. Each time it nears the top, it falls. He starts over. But Camus doesn't offer despair. He suggests something quietly radical, that the very act of effort, sustained without promise, holds its own meaning. To quote Camus directly, "The struggle itself toward the heights is enough to fill a man's heart. One must imagine Sisyphus happy." Happy, not because the stone changed, but because he did. Sisyphus sees the absurdity. He knows the loop, and still he chooses to push. Not for reward, not for a reason larger than himself, but because showing up became its own freedom. That could be your quiet defiance too, to move without waiting for clarity, to choose effort not because it brings answers, but because it is yours to give. Some aspects of life don't have a clear resolution. That loop, that return without applause or explanation, and still you show up. What if meaning isn't something found? What if it's something made and how you hold? What keeps returning? So ask, what part of me feels like it's pushing that stone? Am I asking, what's the plate, or inviting meaning to come closer? Can I shift from what's the point to how do I want to carry this? Maybe you don't need to let go of the stone, only the idea of it should lead somewhere else. Sometimes it isn't the task that needs changing, but the hands that hold it. So if today feels heavy or repetitive, that doesn't mean you failed. It may mean you're living the myth. You haven't given in, you've chosen. You're showing up not for what ends, but for what remains true when you return. Meet at the weight again, not to escape it, but to walk beside it, with hands that choose meaning. Until next time, one must imagine Sisyphus, not crushed, but free.